My dear child, come closer. Quiet your heart and still your thoughts. I want to speak to you, not just as your Creator, but as your loving Father. I know the weight you carry. I see the silent tears that fall when no one is watching. I feel the ache in your chest when your family drifts apart. I know how badly you want to fix it. You're trying to hold things together with your hands, but I want to teach you how to hold it all together with your prayers. Let me in. Let me teach you the language that heals wounds, restores broken relationships, and brings peace to your household. That language is prayer. 2. The heartbeat of the home. A family that prays together, my child, is like a tree planted by rivers of living water. Its roots go deep. Its branches stretch far. It weathers storms. But a home without prayer is like a house built on sand. When the winds of anger, jealousy, or silence come, it crumbles. You were never meant to hold your family together alone. You were never meant to be the glue. I am. Invite me in through prayer, and I will fill every crack with grace. 3. Prayer unites what the world divides. This world, beloved, is designed to distract and divide. Technology pulls your eyes away from each other. Schedules keep you too busy to sit and simply be. Misunderstandings turn into walls. But prayer does what words alone cannot. When you sit together, even in silence, and speak my name, you invite me into your home. I come not just to observe, but to heal, to soften hardened hearts, to replace pride with humility, to turn criticism into compassion. Prayer doesn't just change situations, it changes spirits. 4. The first step. Pray alone for your family. Before the family gathers, I want you to begin in secret. Go into your room. Close the door. Speak to me about your mother, your father, your children, your spouse, your siblings. Speak honestly. Tell me what hurts you, what you long for, what you wish could be different. Don't filter yourself, my child. I already know your heart, but I want to hear it from your lips. As you pray, something beautiful begins. I don't just listen, I act. I soften hearts, even when they don't know why. I plant seeds of love that bloom in unexpected moments. I remove the heaviness that weighs down your relationships, but it begins with you and me, in the quiet. 5. The next step. Pray together, even if it's awkward. Yes, it might feel strange at first. The first time you gather your family and say, "Let's pray," there might be eye rolls, silence, or awkward smiles. Don't let that stop you. I am not looking for perfect words or rehearsed phrases. I'm looking for open hearts. Even if all you say is, "God, thank you for today. Please help us love each other better," that is enough. I will take those few words and multiply them. Soon, what begins as discipline will grow into desire. Laughter will return. Bitterness will fade. Healing will begin. Your family doesn't need a preacher. It needs someone with courage to begin. 6. Teach the children to pray. Oh, my precious child, the most powerful prayers come from the mouths of little ones. Teach them not just to recite words, but to speak their hearts to me. Let them pray for their school, their friends, and even their enemies. Let them hear you pray for them, so they grow up knowing their worth. When children hear their names lifted to heaven by their parents, they don't forget it. It becomes an anchor for their identity. No matter what the world tells them, they remember, I am loved, I am prayed for. That security, it changes everything. 7. The bond that cannot break. You may fear that it's too late. that too much damage has been done, that hearts are too hardened or time has run out. My child, nothing is too far gone for me. Prayer is not a last resort, it is your first weapon, and it is mighty. Through prayer, I have restored marriages that seemed beyond repair. I have reunited parents with children after decades of silence. I have rebuilt what was thought to be forever broken. When you pray together, you place your hearts in my hands, and I do not drop what is entrusted to me. When forgiveness feels impossible. My dear child, I know the pain you carry. Some of it was caused by the very people you were supposed to trust. Maybe it was a harsh word from your father, or silence from your mother. Maybe a sibling betrayed you, or your spouse abandoned you emotionally or physically. And now the thought of forgiving them feels like pouring salt on your wounds. But listen closely. Forgiveness is not approval of their actions. Forgiveness is freedom for your soul. When you refuse to forgive, you're holding poison in your spirit, hoping it will harm them. But it's only destroying you. Bring that pain to me in prayer. Say, Lord, I want to forgive, but I don't know how. And I will show you. I will help you let go, not to forget, but to be free. Prayer is the first step toward that freedom. Forgiveness is not weakness, child. It is strength wrapped in grace. Nain. Generational chains can end with you. You've seen it, haven't you? Patterns repeating through the generations. Anger, divorce, addictions, emotional distance. You've said, I don't want to become like them, but sometimes you feel like you're becoming exactly what you feared. Let me tell you something holy. Those chains can break with you. Through prayer, you can interrupt the flow of generational pain. When you kneel before me and cry out for change, I listen, not just for you, but for your children and their children. Your obedience in prayer today will echo into generations you'll never meet. You're not weak, my child. You are a warrior, and every time you choose to pray instead of explode, to bless instead of curse, to forgive instead of hate, you are swinging a sword in the Spirit. You are building a legacy of love, and heaven is backing you. 10. Let love speak louder than words. Sometimes you try to talk it out, and it just makes things worse. You explain, you plead, you apologize, and still the wall stays up. That's because some walls aren't broken by words, but by worship. Some battles aren't won through argument, but through prayer. You don't have to shout louder, my child. You have to kneel deeper. When words fail, prayer speaks. When tempers rise, prayer brings peace. When understanding breaks down, prayer rebuilds the bridge. And when you don't know what to say anymore, just say, my name, Jesus, and I will enter the room. Prayer is not just communication. It's confrontation with darkness. Let your love speak loudest through prayer. You'll say more with your knees than your lips ever could. 11. The family altar, a sacred place. I want you to build an altar, not of stones or gold, but of time and intention. Choose a place in your home where you and your family can gather. Maybe it's the dinner table, the corner of your room, or the couch before bed. It's not about the space, it's about the spirit that meets you there. Make it your sacred spot, a place where devices are set down, voices are lowered, hearts are opened. And even if the whole family won't gather, start alone. I will meet you there. This altar is where walls will fall, where hearts will soften, where laughter will return. Make it consistent, even 5 minutes a day. Sing a song, read a verse, whisper a prayer. That altar will become your family's safe place, your healing place, your victory place. 12. Healing begins in the unseen. I know it feels like nothing is changing. You've been praying, and still the fights happen. Still the cold shoulders. Still the loneliness. But listen to me. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean I'm not working. I often begin my healing beneath the surface, where roots run deep. You water those roots with every prayer, even if no fruit has shown yet. One day, suddenly, a blossom will appear. A hug that didn't happen before. A kind word where there used to be silence. A tear of conviction. A moment of connection. But don't stop because the ground looks dry. Keep praying, keep trusting, because I am moving in ways you cannot yet see.